TOS Television, your digital first Pan-African news network. I am Abigail Okwade and this is Africa Now. 4 civilians were caught in crossfire after French troops supported with an attack helicopter killed 10 Islamist militants in Burkina Faso, the French military said in a statement on Thursday. It said 10 Ansarul Islam militants were killed after violent clashes during the night of February 7 to 8 near the border with Mali. The French military said the group had been behind the attacks that killed 53 Burkinabe policemen in November and a recent attack that saw 2 Burkinabe soldiers killed. At least 6 people were killed in Mogadishu, Somali's capital, early on Thursday by a suspected suicide bombing at a restaurant near a security checkpoint leading to the presidential palace, the ambulance service said. The suicide bomber targeted a minibus that was passing a busy junction on the road heading to the president's office. The bus was filled with delegates involved in Somali's parliamentary elections. Al-Qaeda linked Al-Shabaab that aims to topple the central government and impose its own severe interpretation of Islamic law claimed responsibility for the attack. And in politics, China cannot dictate who Somaliland have relations with, as it was a sovereign nation and born free, the foreign minister of the breakaway Somali region said on Friday during a trip to Taiwan, which has been condemned by Beijing. Somaliland Foreign Minister Esa Kaid added that they were open to dealing with anyone who respected them as a sovereign country and wanted to do business without any strings or conditions. Somaliland broke away from Somalia in 1991, but has not gained widespread international recognition for its independence. And Libya's Eastern-based parliament on Thursday unanimously named the new interim prime minister, with the incumbent refusing to step aside. A spokesman for the parliament said over 140 members of parliament in attendance had chosen former Interior Minister Fatih Bashaga by acclamation after the only other candidate withdrew. The UN Libya advisor and Western countries have said the Biba's government of national unity remains valid and have urged the parliament to focus instead of bringing elections forward. Guinea-Bissau's president accused on Thursday a former head of the National Navy and 2 other men arrested in the past by the U.S. anti-drug agency of being behind the February 1 failed coup. Mbalo was leading a cabinet meeting when armed men stormed the compound in what he described as a well-funded and tightly planned assassination attempt. 11 people ended up dead, mostly among the government security team. This is your digital first Pan-African news network, TOS Television. You're watching Africa Now. Business and more coming your way after the break. Just stay tuned. Welcome back in business. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa, in his State of the Nation address on Thursday, said the country needed fundamental change to revive economic growth by tackling corruption and the endemic poverty, inequality and unemployment deepened by chronic power cuts and COVID-19. For the first time in its history, the yearly speech took place at Cape Town City Hall instead of the usual location of Parliament. He also pledged that his administration will work harder to give quality education to South Africans. Now, the European Union has pledged a $170 billion investment program for Africa. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen told her Senegalese host in Dakar that it was the first regional plan under the EU's new Global Gateway Initiative to support public and private sector infrastructure in developing countries. On the other hand, Morocco has become the first partner of the EU in the economic and commercial feeds on the African continent because it noted the contributions of Europeans living in Morocco and Moroccans living in Europe to the mutual enrichment of cultures that has had massive impacts for many years. And moving away from business, Zimbabwe's Education Ministry has suspended a large number of government-employed teachers who are on strike over poor wages. The absent teachers were suspended without pay with immediate effect for 3 months, while investigations into misconduct took place, the ministry said. The average teacher earns just under $200 a month using the official exchange rate, while the unions are calling for a minimum wage of $540. Imprisoned senior leaders of a major opposition party in Ethiopia are refusing meals in protest against poor conditions inside jail. Oromo Liberation Front Executive Committee members Michael Boran, Kenasa Ayana and its spokesperson Batie Ugesa are among those who have been on hunger strike for several days, the party said in a statement. Most of OLF's senior leaders have been imprisoned for more than 2 years on accusations of inciting violence and terrorism. Now the Moroccan authorities have decided to survey all abandoned wells across the country following the death of a 5-year-old boy Ryan who died last week while trapped in the well for 5 days. A water ministry official, Abdelaziz Zaraoula, said the survey was designed to prevent a repeat of the tragedy. Zaraoula warned that those who dug wells that violated government regulations will be sanctioned, adding that more than 1,000 Moroccans a year were already being punished for illegal drilling. And that is Africa Now. For more updates, to visit our website at www.TOS TVNetwork.com. Follow us and like our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Remember to subscribe on YouTube. To stay with us and enjoy more programs on TOS Television Network. I am Abigail Ukmade. Thanks for watching.